Hi, I'm Dan Emmett, Product Specialist at ISO. This is a video about Color Navigator Network. First, a quick overview for what it's all for. Our Color Edge monitors are designed for color critical work, all types of things, photography, video. They meet strict quality standards. They do this by being hardware calibratable. Professional studios will often have several editing monitors and they need them all to be calibrated correctly. This can be a long, tedious task if you have monitors everywhere and you have to calibrate them one by one. To make the whole process easier, Color Navigator Network allows you to calibrate multiple Color Edge monitors remotely, and you can control them through a browser. You'd simply connect your monitors to the network, choose your preferred settings, you can pick a schedule for when they self-calibrate, and that's it. You have full control of all the color edges in the office. All you need are computers with internet access and USB connection going into the ISO monitors. Then, with Color Navigator 7 software installed onto each machine, it can then receive instructions from Color Navigator Network. It's all cloud-based, so you don't need your own dedicated server, and you don't need to install anything else. It's worth noting, this software is only for our Color Edge monitors. To get the most out of it, it's better to use the CG range of monitors because they have built-in calibrators. You can also use our CS range, but because they don't have built-in calibration, you'd have to buy a third-party calibrator to stick on the screen. It can add a bit more time. It all starts with getting an account from ISO, which is also free. You just contact your closest ISO branch and they'll set you up with a login. And they'll give you the URL to get this website. So once you're there, you simply log in like so, and it will take you to the main page. Now, I've got loads of monitors added into mine. Yours will look completely plain from the start. I'll show you how to add in monitors later on. Before you do that, you might want to organize things to be a bit more neat and tidy. For example, we've got a section here for the Customer Experience Center, the room behind us where we have monitors hooked up. If you want to add categories here like Studio 1, Studio 2, whatever, you just simply click on Group User Management and you can just add other groups, other categories, just like so, give them all different names. Now it's time to add in your monitors so that they appear in the list like I've got here. By the way, this part's a little bit in depth, so if you are setting up Color Navigator at the same time as watching this video, feel free to pause, rewind, skip, use the timestamps. So first you choose which group you want to place your monitors into. For example, I want this to go into the Customer Experience Center section. I'll click on that and then I choose Download Connection File. Now you don't need to do anything with this file yet, just save it somewhere easy to find. I'm going to just stick it on my desktop. From here, there's a few different ways you can apply this connection file to each PC. One, install it with Color Navigator 7. The most straightforward way would be to save that file first before your end users install Color Navigator 7 software. Simply save the connection file into the same folder as the Color Navigator 7.exe file, and then the server address already applies to it. It's good to go. You'll start seeing monitors populate in Color Navigator Network to show that it's working. You also have the option of choosing between standard Color Navigator 7 software or NetAgent. NetAgent is just a background process on its own. It takes away the user interface from Color Navigator so that end users can't go in and change settings. It's all done through the network instead. Option 2, silent install across a network. Running this as a silent install across a network is the best way to go here. Your IT admin can roll out Color Navigator 7 with the connection file added in to all the relevant users to save you having to do it to everybody one by one. As a third option, alternatively, you can do this manually. If you have access to each end user's computer and they've already got Color Navigator 7 installed, you'd simply go into Preferences in Color Navigator, choose Color Navigator Network Connection, and then you click Enable Connection, Edit, and then Import, and then you find where you saved your connection.xml, click Open, and then you have the server address, you have which group it belongs to, and if you have a proxy server, you can add in your host and port details as well, and then there it is on the network. So this monitor will now appear in Customer Experience Center. It can take a few minutes for it to populate, just refresh the page to keep an eye on it. Now you should see all the monitors added into this list here, all of them visible. You can see information about it, such as the usage time, when it was last calibrated, which settings you've applied. you can customize these columns as well, so it's easy for you to choose what you want to see. The next step is to start sending remote commands to them to be able to calibrate them from here. So to choose them, you'd simply click on the tick to select which monitor you want to work on. So you can either select all, or you can just choose them individually. I'll just calibrate 3 of these. Then you choose monitor configuration. Within monitor configuration, you can create your own presets. When you first launch it, you won't have anything set up like I've got. So to make a new one, you click edit. And to add new ones to this list, you click add, give it a name. So I'll call this editing, for example, or demo. And now you choose which monitors you want to be able to control, which ones you own. So let's say we have some of these and some of these. And now when you click on these, you can choose which modes you want to change. It's a bit like what you see in ColorNavigator 7 software. You have lots of customization. For demonstration purposes, I'll just show you one that I've already made before. For example, I'll discard that and choose Rec 79 only. So I've just unticked everything apart from BT.79 and given it appropriate brightness and settings. Same for this other monitor here. This particular model doesn't have Rec 79 by default, so I've just simply renamed that to Rec 79 and given it the right brightness and the right settings here. So BT79, everything's set the right way. We click save and we're all good to go. So if I close that now, I've got the monitors the way I want it. I can now choose when I want to apply these Rec 79 settings to the monitors we have in there. So I can choose the calibration to begin on power save. So when the computers go to sleep or when the end user unplugs their system, the monitor will stay on and it will begin a calibration, then it will go to sleep after. Or you can choose to do it immediately. It's normally recommended against doing that, just in case the sensor pops down and disturbs the user while they're in the middle of work. One of the better options would be to choose a specified date. So I can set this for, say, tonight at 2300 hours. The good conditions, it'll be nice and dark in here, and it won't interrupt anyone while they're working. So when I click send, we'll see that these 2 monitors here will change. So that's covered pretty much everything. I've had to brush over some parts, but any more questions, you can just write to us, contact us directly, or leave a comment on the video. I hope you learned something useful. I hope it was helpful. Thank you very much for watching.